Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, you out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip, grip.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready? Shit.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Young Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Extra point attempt to follow here. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Point after here coming up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young rolling to his right and almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch. SOS.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On the draw, it's Jackson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Young working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Kill, 43.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Attack! Let's go, baby.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 33. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Following the interception, Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Jackson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. These two teams all tied after one. Young on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught by Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a draw play. It's Okoye. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's checking.
The 35-yard line.
Check back 33. Check back 33.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get up. Get up. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Turn up.
Now Young. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll try the left side with Okoye. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. The open man is Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Young off the play fake. It's caught by Jackson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On play action, Young sliding out of the pocket. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Right there, 56. Blue down. Alert flag. Under 10. 10.
They run on first down with Jackson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's go. Mike's 56. Watch QB jump.
Out of the gun, it's Young. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Allen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
They'll run again with Jackson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big play there for KC. 41 yards on the ground. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. It's Young off play action. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
3rd and long for Young. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
They've got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Let's go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Complete. Smith has it. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Going for it all. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Young. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 32, incomplete. It's fourth down.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This will be taken at the 10. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one complete to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Young now after the fumble recovery. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them 1 closer.
Next the score, Chiefs 34, Raiders 30.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check nine, check nine. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Deuce. Check. Go. Hot seven.
Now a give right side. It's Allen, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, check Ripples. Check Black 33.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch twits. Hey, check Mike 33.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. They run again with Okoye. call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Here's Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Young to throw. And Allen's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike 52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
And we heavy on the edges,
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami, and it's the Dolphins that wound up winning that one. That one's certainly of interest to many around the league. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Young now, throwing on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Young now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperate. He's got it at the 15. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him at field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And it's pandemonium in the black hole as the silver and black have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Oakland, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.